Hey folks, Andrew Lee with Tagiuk Gold. It's August 30th, 2018, and it's time for my annual dredge survey. So let's see who's in the water, who's here, who's not. Got behind me the high noon, high and dry all season. Myrtle Irene, still high and dry all season due to government issues with their load line and that sort of nonsense. I'm over here in the graveyard of hopes and dreams. Got a whole bunch of dredges sitting over here. Looks like, let's see. I see a lot of dredges still on land, high and dry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's the old Midas. Man, that's the longest running dredge, or used to be. I guess it's not running anymore. It's mined more gold than almost anyone. The Dredginator, that never worked. Man, got a whole bunch of dredges over here. Here we are. So I count 22 dredges in this yard alone, the Port of Nome. There's the old cabin I built for what's now called the Eroica. When I had that 10-inch dredge, I called it the Ziggurat. Took the cabin off and put it on this one. A lot of other ones. There's Myrtle Irene again. They've been having to do about $1 million worth of work to make anything safer, but it makes it a lot more compliant with government regulations. And that's what's important, is our safety is the responsibility of the government. And so the government has to tell us what we can and can't do with our own vessels. So Myrtle Irene has been high and dry for the entire summer, doing $1 million worth of work, so it will be seaworthy, even though it was perfectly fine for the waters it's going to be in. Alright, here on the other side of the harbor, we have another 9 old dredges and about 3 new ones still being built at the end of August. So we got OEM, Jennifer Blackbird, and these others. We'll talk about Alaska Hawk later. A couple new ones. There's Sean's Jubilee. That hasn't been in the water yet. And Wake Daddy. And the Dugong. Dugong was a disaster. Who brings a wooden boat up to Nome? Let's see who's in the water now. I'm here at the edge of the port at the mouth of Snake River, headed out to the jetty. There's the jetty. That's the mouth that goes out to Norton Sound. It's a fairly protected, shallow water, really safe waterway. This dredge behind me is the Alaska Hawk. This moves more material than any other dredge that I'm aware of in Norton Sound. It probably moves more than double all other dredges combined. And you know how much gold it gets? Basically zero, because it's not designed to catch gold. It's a harbor maintenance dredge. The only time that this type of cutter head is useful for this area is maintenance dredging. When they need to come in and dig a new area, they usually bring in an excavator, digger, or clamshell and break up material. And then the new material that comes in and replaces that, they can suck out with this, because it's more free-flowing. But everyone who's tried this type of head on a gold mining dredge has failed miserably in this area. Might work in other areas, but Nome's pretty unique. It's more of a veneer, not a deep free-flowing area. So, maintenance dredge moves double what everyone else does combined. As of a couple years ago when I did that calculation. Might be about even now. Probably not though, since there's a lot fewer dredges here this year than there have been in the past. Let's see who's in the water. So this is the Snake River parking area, where I'm on the west bank now. I count about 9 dredges total between the east and west bank of the Snake River, which is the river that has the mouth at the Port of Nome. So we got Jag and a few others out there. Mostly 6-inch dredges and then the one crawler there. So Across the way is the main harbor, so let's go see who's in there. I think right now I counted there were 3 dredges in the water out, either mining or parked. So over here in the small boat harbor, I can see another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 dredges on the south wall. Got a bunch over here. Let's see if I can count them later. Eight dredges on the floating dock, 5 on the east wall. Okay, here we are at the fuel dock. See a couple more dredges on that south wall. There's Vern's new dredge. It's pretty nice. And some skiffs. There's Sean's platform. It doesn't look like any work's been done. Of course, since he's over 79 feet, he's not allowed to actually use that in the water until he gets about $1 million, $2 million worth of work done to it. And even then it's questionable. So might as well just scrap that whole idea and start with a new vessel, or just stick under 79 feet. You know, a lot of people wonder why are there not big dredges up here in Nome? Well, it's because of a thing called the boundary line, and the government has decided that it's their job to tell people what they can and can't do with their own private property. So, in the name of safety, all commercial expansion in Nome has been halted. So you gotta stick under 79 feet. So Hank, several years ago, cut his barge down from 85 feet to 78 feet, so he'd fall under the rules. I remember he took 6 feet off his barge. I might have the exact numbers wrong, but it had to be under 79 feet. Over there's the west bank of the Snake River, Nome storage area, the Sequeliac research boat, really nice boat that UAF has, and sunrise over Nome.